I've been involved with the Queer Conference since its very first time in 1998. I was co-organiser in 2007, and I've been on every organising committee. In 1998, we'd never done this before. A lot of us were kind of young, new faculty. The sense that, wow, when we saw all these panels going on and people kind of talking to each other, and we thought, wow, we did this, we brought all these people. So that was exciting to sort of see that people would come to our little campus in Asheville, and it was a time when there was still a degree of hostility. I think not everybody who might have wanted to be involved in the conference necessarily felt completely comfortable doing so. Because of the climate of the times, we wanted to show that this was a very serious academic conference. We cringed, I think, when somebody described it as a gay festival, and no, it's not that at all. It is a serious academic conference, but I think we've been able to kind of loosen up a little bit. I think one of the ways in which we've moved away from that is to have a lot more undergraduate involvement and community activist work. It's hard to deny that we have made some considerable progress in the last 20 years. The very next class that I'm off to teach is a course on ancient sexuality, and there was no such thing when I came in 1994, but from about 2005 it started off very specifically as a course about Greek homosexuality, and it's kind of changed and evolved, and definitely some of the material that is now in there is a kind of direct or maybe more indirect result of the kinds of things that I've heard at the conference. My ancient sexuality course is avowedly about modern sexuality as well. I think you can't really kind of talk about the ancient world without talking about how we are now and how the two kind of connect. I think I've certainly seen people who have found their place at the conference. Some undergraduates, particularly maybe if they've come from more sort of conservative home, they're finding their way, finding who they are. I'd certainly love to think, I think that's true, that the conference has showed them that there's a bigger world out there where there is a very definite place for them. Certainly I can think of a few people who found their path here and who brought a queer lens to the particular kind of academic work they were doing. So if that's something that the conference has been able to do for people, I think that's kind of our mission taken care of for sure.